There's a lot of drag phobia going on, you guys. This is some small town where they were having a drag queen read a bunch of stories for kids and sing songs to kids. And a bunch of Christians showed up and said it's gross. Check it out. Look at this guy. He's beautiful. The waves on the sea do go up and down. And then Jesus shows up and wrecks everything. I don't believe in gender, nor should children.
It's very offensive to God.
Can you turn it up? I can't hear it very well. God isn't offended. God makes drag queens as they are. They're born that way. So you should bring a baby. There you go. Bring a baby to these things and say, hey, baby, are you gay? Well, good news. You can't get AIDS yet. And then let the baby be a drag queen.
We'll be wrong.
You're always wrong. These guys are offensive. That's a beautiful woman as far as I'm concerned.
I came in dressed. I drove very quickly past them. I didn't really want to.
He had to drive by people who disagree with him, whom they were holding signs.
I actually had protesters at one of the story times.
It's contrary to nature.
Bring your babies to a story time with drag queens.
The drag queens don't look like...
Oh, just pause for a second. She's talking about, I think there was this gay black dude who dressed up as a demon from hell, and Michelle Obama hired him for some reading, and people were freaked out. He didn't look that much like a demon. Look at him. Is that a demon to you? It's a sexy, gorgeous demon. And then you had Alex Jones bitching about them twerking all the time, and they were twerking in a boy's face and bouncing their gay asses in some 4-year-old's face. Yeah, it's called dancing. It's a form of free expression. What is the issue here? Go ahead.
Sweet, nice people. They look very scary.
I mean, it's hard to have anyone
How is that scary?
so blatantly be against you.
Just pause it. I saw a journalist say that this is blackface for women. He actually had the gall to say that these guys are dressing up as exaggerated clowny versions of women, and how is that different from blackface, dressing up as an exaggerated version of a black person? The difference is that drag queens aren't racist, and you are. Matt LaBash or whoever said that. I forget his name. Matt Walsh.
You're wrong. You're an abomination. You're this. I mean,
How is that an abomination? I suppose I'm an abomination now because I have a wig on? Doesn't add up.
This isn't participation. This is indoctrination.
Indoctrination.
My friend and I were walking here. We saw a bunch of protesters, and I immediately thought, please don't let that be for the library because that is ridiculous.
She should bring her baby. What if her baby's a drag queen? A drag baby.
It was, and
they didn't even
had
bring kids. That's
mean
cool.
Signs telling us we were all going to go to hell. I highly doubt I'm going to hell for something like this.
Normally, I'm a little more outspoken, and I probably would have walked right through the middle of them, but since I had my daughter, I skirted around the end.
There's a level of shame they were trying to throw on this event and the parents who were bringing their children.
All right, that's enough.
here.
I've had enough of this. This disgusting. It makes me sick. I like that guy. They are talking like this is that this is going to take over, and there's going to be kids dressing up in drag. If there are kids that are drag kids, like Desmond is amazing, right? He started this when he was about 8. That's because he was already drag, and it's just making the drag kids feel better. He's got his own club, his own drag club, and he says, I am the future. You cannot shoo me away. And then everyone goes, yeah, but didn't you have him up at 4 a.m. at some gay bar dancing around while old men put money in his pants? And he was 10 years old in the middle of the night at a gay bar dancing around? Isn't that, like, I wouldn't want my daughter doing that. What the fuck is the matter with you people? You go, he was dressed as Gwen Stefani, and Gwen Stefani's a feminist. Okay? And the money was mostly on the floor. It wasn't in his pants that much. Okay? And then they go, oh, but didn't the mother also have him on some podcast where a guy had murdered someone and he had a date rape drug behind him? Oh my God. This is the last thing I'm going to explain on all this paranoia. Yes, Desmond is Amazing was on Michael Alig's podcast. Yes, Michael Alig chopped up his drug dealer in little pieces. And yes, there was a painting behind him that said Rohypnol, which is the date rape drug. That's just a painting. Michael Alig didn't rape him. And he already served his time for chopping up that meth dealer. God, you're being a freak. Okay, so one trans teacher obsessively draws pictures of mass murderers and brings them to his class that he teaches the kids that. He never mass murdered anyone. He just thinks they're cool looking. You people are freaking out for no reason. Chill. I am Miles McInnes. I make videos about social justice. To see them all, go to nohate.com.